Good morning, Mr. Johnson. My name's Josh and I'll be conducting a health check on your V40 today. To begin with, around at the near side front of the vehicle, this tyre is on 3 point... excuse me one second. Oh, sorry about that. This near side front tyre is on 3.1mm and that is at the lowest point. We do have some wear to the inner edge. I would advise tracking to help combat this. Coming around onto the brakes on the on the near side front, the brake pads are on 7mm and the discs are in good condition. Suspension components and mounts on the near side front all check out as okay. There's no excessive movement in any of the bushes or the mounts, the springs intact and the shock absorber is not leaking. Coming across, engine and gearbox, we've just got your oil drain in there, so don't be concerned about that. And as with all oil changes, we're doing the filter as well. Other than that, the engine and the gearbox are both nice and dry and there's no real further investigation required. Coming around onto the offside front, suspension components and mounts. And again, a mirror to the other side, there's no excessive movement in any of the bushes or the mounts, the springs intact and the shock absorber is not leaking. And coming round onto the offside front tyre, the offside front tyre is on 4.2mm and that's at the lowest point. No cuts or gouges in the tyre either. And finally coming round into the brakes, the brake pads on the offside front are on 7mm, the discs are in a good condition. Coming down the centre of the vehicle now, the exhaust is nice and secure and there's no leaks down towards the rear axle. Now, rear axle components, such as springs, shock absorbers, bushers and mounts, they're all intact and operating as they should be. I would just like to show you though, that we do have some deterioration occurring on the rear trailing arm bush. It's a bit difficult to get the camera in. If you can just see to the round circular bush there, the top left corner of it, or if you can call it a corner on the circle I suppose, the deterioration, it's basically the bush is peeling away from its metal surround. Nothing to be concerned about just yet, but it will be logged down just to be notified on a future service or MOT. It may crop up and need a repair. And just to show you that it is mirrored on the other side. Oh, it's still a bit difficult to get in. Yeah, I've struggled to get in, but it is at the top of the offside rear bush as well. So it is mirrored on both sides. Coming round onto the offside rear tyre, the offside rear tyre is on 5.1mm and there's no cuts or gouges in the tyre itself. Coming around onto the brake pads on the rear are on 6mm and the discs have got a slight little bit of lipping occurring, nothing to be concerned about. Across the axle to the near side rear tyre is on 5.2mm, so pretty close wear on the rear. And coming round onto the brake pads on the near side rear are on 6mm, discs are slightly lipped and corroded. And that concludes the vehicle health check. There's just a couple of things I've got to run through with you, and that is that the near side front tyre is wearing on the inner edge. I would advise tracking to help combat this in future. And of course the rear trailing arm bushers on the rear, they are beginning to perish. It's not something to be concerned about, but it may crop up on a future MOT or service. Thank you very much and have a lovely day, and we'll see you soon.